Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself, and create the life that you truly want to live, and get the relationship that you truly want as well. Now, this is a pick a card reading. This is this the one? So the person that you've got your eye on, or the person that you've started dating, or the person you've been seeing a while, is it the one? Do you have a future with them? Let's find out. I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. Now, in the deeper dive, if you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that, because the deeper dive is all about you. It's like guidance for you, how to proceed forward with all of this and what you need to know. So if you are interested in that, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for that up there. And you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. All you need to do now is take your pick. We've got a green theme today. Would you like the crystal? The crystal is out with the Falling in Love card. Would you like the flower? The flower is out with a Naivety card. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the Push Me, Pull Me card. So take your pick now, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. I love hearing from you. And consider clicking that join button as well. I've got a membership here on my YouTube channel, and I do lives just for the members throughout the week. If you manage to catch me, you'll get a reading in there, and you'll get access to that extra channeling, those readings for members only. Would love to have you as part of that. If you're interested in a private reading with me as well, if you want to know specifically about your love life, because of course this is a generalized reading taking into account quite a few of you that are watching this, but if you want something personal about your specific situation, you can book yourself in. I do love readings. They're called a guidance reading, and you can pick a love option in that. You'll find a link for that in the description box below, and also up there too. I have a lot of different readings available, including 1-question readings and all kinds of things. Energy healings are on special at the moment as well. Check those all out on my website, BeHealing.com. We'll take your pick now. Crystal, flower, or shell. I'll see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out. Is this the one? Is this your person? Let's find out about your future with this one as well. Now, as usual, there is going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, or you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get your cards out. Find out if this is your person, if this is the one, the person that you're currently focused on, the person coming into your life, or your current partner. Okay, so make a wish. Right, so perhaps you're wishing that this is the one for you. Perhaps they are too. Hoping that. Tell us more. Is this the one for crystals? We have flow. Go with the flow. We've got focus. And seeker, interesting. Yeah, well, this seeker, I was getting that from Make a Wish, like both of you are hoping that this is the one. And so but it helps, right, when two people are wanting it to be that a long-term thing. So that's what you're both looking for. Go with the flow. And the focus card, this is saying like it depends on your focus, you know. We can always shift our focus from what we're hoping for in the positive to the negative, can't we? That tends to happen when and then a relationship goes downhill when we start focusing on what we don't like about them, or you know, there can be like a tripping point, a point of no return when we notice something that perhaps is a deal breaker, or we just take something the wrong way and never resolve it, and then it starts going downhill. So this is saying like it very much depends on your focus. Breathe. And how you deal with things too. So there could be an emotional component. Of course, there's going to be an emotional component to a relationship, but there could be like triggers for each other within this. I think that's probably true for all relationships too. Temperance, again, that message of like breathe through this, and so tempering yourself, dealing with things. Now, each of us as an adult, we need to take responsibility for our own emotional state, right? In a relationship, yes, we want to be resonating with each other, taking care of each other's feelings to a point. But if we don't take responsibility for our own feelings and like love ourselves first, then there can be a problem. And temperance is about that. It's about taking responsibility for yourself, tempering yourself, especially the emotional states. Yeah, I'm getting this message again that that emotions and temperaments could be an issue within this relationship. The Tower, it could fall apart. Yeah. And I think that's true of any relationship, right? It can fall apart if that inner work isn't being done by both. Four of Wands, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. So we're talking marriage here. The Emperor, the masculine, being in charge. Ace of Wands, it being exciting. So a lot of passion in this. And yeah, so there's good aspects of this relationship for sure. Let's get deeper into this. So temperance, needing to temper yourselves. It just feels like this relationship might be a little bit more emotionally challenging than you might want in a relationship. Why? Ace of Voices. It's going to give you ahas. Like the Ace of Voices to me as a reader, it's when we get an aha and then we can move forward from there. I feel like there's inner work to be done in this relationship. And if you get that, and if you're both doing it and you're doing it together, once you get through some kind of a healing or some kind of growth independently, both of you individually within this relationship. So noticing what you trigger in, what they trigger in you, and then healing that within yourself. If you're both doing that kind of work, yes, you can progress forward. If one of you is doing that work, the other one isn't, it's going to implode. If both of you aren't doing the work, of course, there's a no-go there too. But the Ace of Voices, yeah, if you temper yourself and if you are doing the work, then it can proceed forward, but it's going to be with like renewed clarity or new clarity. So this is someone with the clues for you. Sacred spaces behind that. You've got to do it for yourselves. That's the thing. And if you are a fixer kind of a person, if you're used to getting into relationships like that, know that you can't do it for the other person. They've got to be in their side of it. You know, they've got to be sorting their stuff out. You can't do it for them, and you can't be the coach or the healer or whatever, the one taking care of, like coaching them through that process. You can't do that either when you're the one in the relationship with them. They're either doing that stuff for themselves, getting help from a coach or a therapist outside of the relationship, or not at all. You should not be the one doing that for them. It's not your place to do that. The Tower. It's not looking good, is it? The Tower is when things fall apart, right? It's Eight of Inspiration, direct communication. Right. So I think this is saying like direct communication will prevent that from falling apart. You need to keep talking about things. Changes. Things need to change. It's not going to be easy going, this relationship. However, with this Ace of Voices there, I think this one has the clues for you. Perhaps of the patterns that you've been in that aren't conducive to really good relationships. Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, Emperor. This person will want marriage, yes. But you know, the Emperor can be quite controlling. Ace of Wands, it's exciting, yeah. Passionate. Tell us about this Emperor, please. Ace of Materials. Could be very abundant and long-term as well. Yeah, so they've got like a feeling of wanting something traditional, definitely looking for that kind of thing, but both hoping for that. Emotional release is behind that as well. So you're definitely on the same page of wanting a long-term relationship, wanting something committed and all of that. Just make sure that this person is committed to doing the inner work as well and isn't going to put that on you. Because it's impossible. Nobody else can put that on you. An adult needs to do the inner work themselves. It's not something that can be given to someone else, right? It's like Imagine if you could do that. You just hire someone. You deal with my emotions. You deal with my emotional stuff while I work. You know, it's not possible, is it? We've got to do it ourselves. Just like hiring someone to have their relationship for you. Have your relationship for you. Romance, Cupid's arrow strike. So very romantic and a connection. And I can understand why you've got a pull to each other. For sure. I can understand that within this relationship. Because you do have like the right mix for each other. But some of it is in the triggering. Know your worth. You need to know what it is that you deserve and how worthy you are here. Which makes me feel perhaps the Emperor here, your divine masculine, might know their worth, but perhaps not be acknowledging, or, you know, like feminine traits or empath traits, they might not fully valuing them like the rest of the world, you know. Society at large isn't valuing empathic traits. Got regrets, codependency, and family. Okay. Interesting. So, this could be different, especially if you had those patterns of codependency from family and there's regrets. Yeah, I think this is saying that this will be different, you know, perhaps because Ace of Voices, you know better now. You're not going to get yourself in that kind of situation again, not do those same kind of things again. Which of course requires change, right? It requires you to communicate in a different kind of a way. So be sure to do that. You've got bad attitude and falling in love. Bad attitude. Okay. So easy to fall in love with this one, but there is conflict. Of course, there's going to be conflict within relationships. There always is. It's of the emotional type. You need to make sure you keep on talking within this relationship, and definitely don't try and do that inner work for them, the emotional work for them. Make sure that they're doing that for themselves. What do they want to say? I don't know what I want. Okay. What else do they want to say? I'm so sorry. What else? Friends or family disapprove of this connection. Oh, there's a feeling like not good enough. Other people are saying that though, not them. Someone else treated you badly and that's what they're sorry for. It could be that too. Yeah, there's something in this self-worth thing. They could be around people that aren't acknowledging your worth. Spiritual awakening. Oh. Okay. Well, that's a good sign. It could be tuning into their empathic side. And I'm just saying that because, you know, this Emperor and the Ace of Wands, Ace of Materials, yeah, it's good solid energy, but it also could be a tinge of very straightforward masculine, not attuned to that empathic side. I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. A little bit controlling. And silent treatment. This is not somebody that is going to want to communicate when things get difficult. So you're going to have to, don't do the work for them, but be the one that instigates that. So this is someone that will close down more. And that's why that Eight of Inspiration comes up. Eight of Inspiration is about direct communication, right? When things fall apart, when there's difficult times, the Tower, you're going to have to be the one that instigates that. Don't do all the work, but definitely instigates it, because they're more of an aloof and shutting down when there's problems, and that is going to cause a rift, right? So is this the one? I think it very well could be, but there is work to do, of course. Like within any relationship, there's work to do, and hopefully you've got more clarity on what kind of work, what you're letting yourself in for here. Is possible. There's work like this to do in any relationship. Anyway, if this sounds like it is your story, could be a story, or want it to be a story, you might want even more. You might want to get the extended reading that goes with this for even more. I'm going to focus on you in the extended reading. Let's get some guidance from your guides about what you need to know about this relationship. Also how this might all play out as well if you're kind of getting into this relationship now. We'll get a timing card out if that is applicable. But yeah, it's more about you. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And you'll get to watch that straight away. If you get your email address right, you'll receive an email with the link to your extended reading straight away. And so if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out, is this person your one? Are they the one? And what's the future with this person? Now, as usual, flowers, if this sounds like it is your story or could be a story or you want it to be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for up there, and you can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get on with it. Get some cards out for you and find out if this is the one. Well, you're starting out with the threshold, so I think you're going to know very soon, because the threshold comes up when something is about to happen, some change is about to happen. So if you're in a relationship now, if you've met someone, you've got your eye on someone, you're hoping to date them, or you're hoping for the relationship to move to the next level, and that's why you're wondering, well, something's going to happen. Let's get some more cards out. Joined by Flossie Cat, you can just see her ear. She decided to sleep right there. Threshold card, double threshold. Something's definitely going to happen. Let's find out what it is. Wow, that's never happened in a reading before. Both of the threshold cards. Let's see if we can make it a trifecta. I don't know whether there's a threshold card in this deck. No. Guidance. Guidance. Okay. Find safety in your beacon's light. So following your inner guidance, trust your gut and all of that kind of thing. How you're feeling about this one. Trust that above anything. Trust that above readings for sure, you know. Actual evidence of what somebody's doing, who they're being. And also, of course, like investment into a relationship and whether they are aligned with you. And your gut, how they make you feel. Do they energize you, bring good things into your world? Or do they deplete you? Always take that stuff over a reading any day of the week. Five of Pentacles is the card of feeling left out. The Fool card is courageously, but it's kind of jumping in and a little bit naive. The Three of Swords is broken heart. Oh no. Okay. Tell us more about this. So something is going to happen, threshold, but Five of Pentacles, this is like you feeling left out. Strength and being strong. Okay, now that's not a good sign. So if you are so strong, and I get this, I'm a strong person and I can deal with any kind of treatment. I was abused from a very young age and my whole life. And so it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to be, of course, to be abused, but it's not a good thing to have been made so strong to be able to put up with anything like that, because it has made me not notice. I have to consciously like look for it, look for patterns, because I've got so used to being able to overcome and be strong through anything. Not a good sign. That's not a good sign. So if you're like me, I've got really strong so much that you can kind of deal with any situation and master yourself within that situation. Well, perhaps you shouldn't be, especially not for a romantic relationship. It should definitely be conditional, so that you're making sure that this is someone that's bringing good energy to you. Sexual energy is behind that. Okay. Right. So you'll be noticing the sexual energy between you and them. But this Five of Pentacles is feeling left out, right? So if they're not getting in touch with you when they should, even if when they do, yes, the chemistry is fantastic and all of that, but you're so strong that you can put up with them not messaging, or the way that they are leaving you out. You shouldn't be putting up with that. A relationship should be one that, for someone that's there for you. Otherwise, like, what is the point in a relationship if someone's not there for you emotionally and, you know, probably investing in it? Don't put up with those things. So the Fool is a little bit naive and diving into something and being a little bit too courageous, a little bit too strong, a little bit too courageous. Five of Emotions is about defrosting the heart. So when your heart's been closed and you're defrosting it. So this could be someone that has like opened you back up from being closed down. Now, being closed down in your energy here, with that Five of Pentacles, strength and sexual energy, it's not good. That's like someone who is so strong that they're kind of willing to put up with any kind of behavior from someone. So keeping someone in your life that is only ever sending you like a 1 a.m. text messages of what you're doing and that kind of thing. It's not enough. That bit of attention shouldn't be enough. Someone who's good for you in a relationship should be doing a hell of a lot more in the daylight hours, like with you and for you, and be thinking of you and stuff like that, not just when they get home and to bed, you know. So the Fool, throwing yourself in a little bit foolish. Of course, it's called the Fool for a reason. Five of Emotions, because they opened up your heart. So if you were closed down, if you were single and you were closed down, you weren't really open to dating, but this person broke through to you. The people that break through when someone's closed down is someone who sees you as a challenge. You know, someone who will overstep boundaries. That's what it is. So when you're closed down and it's hard to break through to you, that's because you've got boundaries up at the moment. Like, I don't really want a relationship at the moment. Perhaps you're focused on yourself. And the one that will overstep those boundaries, they don't care that you've got that boundary up there. They'll push on through and like get you to open your heart up. That is because it's a challenge to them. It's because you're playing hard to get. It's because you're unreachable. They want what they can't have, you know. It's not a good sign. Someone that doesn't respect boundaries is not a good sign, and you might not have seen it as a boundary, but hopefully I'm showing you like it is actually a boundary. So even though you might think, yeah, I didn't think I was ready for a relationship, but this person got through to me, it's like, take another look, because that's actually someone trying to convince you that you want something that you don't want, and then wanting to persist. But you're feeling left out now. So the initial them breaking through was enough attention for you to open up to them, was it? And like, they don't need to put anything more in than that. I don't know. Yeah, self-love is behind that. You need to have more self-love than that. So perhaps I am delivering the stuff that you don't want to hear. Yeah, you'd rather like hope that you can just, you know, that it's a good sign that this person broke through and they've opened you up, and that's a good thing. Notice what's really going on. Three of Swords, because heartbreak. Don't let them break your heart. Oh. This isn't your person, by the way. Nine of Emotions, making your wishes come true. Heartbreak and making your wishes come true. I would say it's not making your wishes come true. So what does your heart really want? I think your sights are set low for a relationship. It's not all, not everyone is just like doing the what you're doing messages and they've got nothing to offer. Sure, there aren't many of them out there offering good things in a relationship, but there are some, and you need to find those ones. So get your sights set on what would really fulfill your heart. What kind of relationship? Someone that would be really there for you. And growth is behind that. What would be more, better for you? Growth. Better than you've had before. For you guys, this is kind of a danger zone for you, this person, because if you have been shut down for a relationship, mostly independent, this casual kind of a thing might be very enticing to you, because you didn't really want to open up anyway, but this person has managed to get on through to you. And you might feel like you've got the best of both worlds, but these cards are saying no. It's not the best of both worlds. The Five of Pentacles, Five of Emotions, Three of Swords. It's like breadcrumbs. It's like a starving person and you got thrown some breadcrumbs. So just watch out if you do have a story about this, that you're like, well, I was single independent before and this casual thing is kind of nice. Be more honest with your feelings. It's not nice. It's not nice when people... It's insulting. It's like, what the hell? I would just like, I'd never let someone into my life like that. Like if someone messaged me like past 10 o'clock, I'd be like, you're not the one for me. What the hell you think you're doing? Why would anyone want to message me at that time? They should have arranged something with me in the daytime. To have like any respect for me? Like, what the hell? Yeah. Wait, don't rush it. Allow nature to take its course. So, give some information about this person here. Let them reveal themselves to you, and don't go making up other stories about what's going on. See it more clearly. Speak your world into being. What would you truly like? What are your wishes? This one's not going to give you them, but you could find someone that will. Ideal relationship. Someone that sees you and hears you. Someone that's there for you. Someone that will, like, come over and, like, do the boring things with you, you know? Like go to the supermarket with you to get your milk. That's what you want, not the exciting one that wants you to passion and differences. So you obviously got chemistry with this person, but there's differences between you. What else? What else do our flowers need to know about this person? Naivety. Again, you see, I was getting that with the Fool, naivety. So don't be naive. Seeing someone, like seeing what isn't there. See this one, she's like, he's an angel, but he's not. He's the devil, you know? Can make excuses like that. See the best in someone. It's not even there. Trust. Giving oneself. Be careful. Trusting this person, giving, perhaps you trust too easily. And then there's enjoyment, and then revenge. It could have burned a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, it feels like this is someone that disrespects in relationship, and you might not be feeling that because you're excited about it and you've got chemistry. But yeah, they've done this to other people too, and they'll be wanting the revenge. Burn people, you know? Be careful. The guys that say all their exes are crazy. Be careful of those ones. Not the exes, the person themselves, because there's a reason. There's a reason they're driving everyone crazy. The behavior. I'm not ready. Yeah, this person doesn't want anything serious at all. There is a third party, probably fourth, fifth parties too. There's other people involved here. This is definitely casual, someone that's player, lots of things going on. I miss you, though, but they do kind of want to have you as an option as well. Don't let that be enough. You deserve way more than that. Not just be a plaything. One of their playthings. Feels like it's that card, but I don't know. The first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning. It's probably not all the waking up with the first thing in the morning either. And divine counterpart. Seriously? I'll come back for you. This is not your person. I'm telling you, this is not your person. No, you deserve way more than this. And so just be careful of responding to these breadcrumbs. Set your sights higher than this. Know that you deserve a whole lot more than this. If you want that deeper dive, if this sounds like it could be your situation, in the deeper dive, I'm going to go into that extended reading. I'm going to go into guidance for you. So it's all going to be about you. Obviously need some help if this is resonating with you to get yourself to the place where you're ready for like a real relationship, what you truly want. So let's get you there in the deeper dive read. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there, and there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. That's instant watch kind of a thing. So as long as you get your email address right when you purchase it, you will get the email and it will give you a direct link to watch it straight away. So, but if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, this one's for you, shells. Let's find out, is this your person? Is this the one? And your future with this person. So if you've got your eye on someone at the moment, if you just got together with someone, or if you've been seeing someone a while, is this your person? Let's find out. As usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, or you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So watch and listen carefully. So you've got to pay close attention to this person. Now, always take evidence of what someone is showing you, how they're treating you, what they're saying to you, what they're not saying to you, of course, above a reading. Take the evidence. Also, how they're making you feel as well. Pay close attention. Watch and listen carefully. A lot of us can go wrong when we're choosing a partner. because we don't pay attention. And so someone can say something to us, but we just kind of don't listen properly, or we make it out to be something else, or, you know, we don't want to hear it. And so don't do that. Now, I'm not saying it's all bad. Watch and listen carefully for the good things too, of course. It's all information. Get to know somebody. Got seeker here. So this suggests that you're both looking for the same thing. That's a good sign. Let's find out more. Dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. So get to know someone on a deeper level. Watch and listen carefully. So you might be wanting to ask some deeper questions, get to know them on a deeper level. I find that, you know, first couple of dates are usually, for me personally, are usually, you know, quite, and you tell each other your best stories and stuff like that, and quite superficial, you know, just about things that have happened in your life. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, first couple of dates, 2 or 3 dates, and I'll never get beyond that, and never gets to anything deeper, and kind of sucks. Pay attention to that too if things never get deeper. Let's get some more tarot out for you, and then we'll start reading it. And be careful of going too deep too soon as well. You can reveal all your cards on the first date. If you're like, no, that's not me at all, I like get straight in there. If you reveal your cards too soon, you can be victim to people that kind of catfish, really, but pretend to be something that they're not. So if they know you on a deep level and they haven't really earned that trust yet, and, you know, they haven't proven that they're trustworthy enough to have that deep information about you, then you can fall prey to people pretending. Anyway, what have we got here? We've got the King of Cups with the Two of Swords. Okay, King of Cups is someone that's got feelings for you. Two of Swords is, I'm not sure. So they're not sure. They've got feelings for you, but they're not sure. The Swords is about decisions, it's about thoughts, the mind. They're not sure about you yet. The Six of Swords is universe helping you to get from where you are at the moment to where you want to be. And the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocation. Let's get into this. How come they're not sure? So they've got feelings for you, but, I mean, we can have feelings for someone, but they're still not right for us, you know. So it's like the mind hasn't decided whether you're the right one for them. Eight of Inspiration, direct communication. Ace of Materials, about planting a seed. Okay, right. So there is a bit of a reluctance here of them offering you something. So, you know how I said at the start, if you've got your eye on someone, or if you just started dating someone, if you know, wondering will it go to the next level and things like that, this is someone, they've got the feels for you, but they're not sure whether to do this, whether to directly communicate and offer like the next stage kind of thing, whether that's moving on, whether it's going on another date. It's the mind that's stopping them. So there's something about you that they're like, on a mental level, haven't figured it out yet. And maybe it's just that you haven't had time to get to know each other properly. Yeah, it could just be that. So because we can develop feelings very quickly, it could be a chemistry thing. I like the way that someone makes me feel. But that means nothing. That doesn't tell you whether you are compatible with someone, you know. And so they could just be, if you're dating this person, they could just be like, well, I haven't made my mind up yet. Not ready to offer something more. And self-love is behind that. So loving themselves. Could be someone that used to get into relationships way too fast. And you could have been the person to get into relationships way too fast. This is why it's saying watch and listen carefully. You need to get to know this person on a deeper level first. Of course, obviously. So the Two of Swords, it's not a bad sign, not unless you've known him for years. But if you've known this person for years, that's a bad sign, because they should know by then. And if they haven't got to know you on a deeper level, why the hell not, you know? Six of Swords. So the universe trying to help you to get from where you are at the moment to where you want to be. The World. End of a chapter, start of a new chapter. Right, and so if you are ready to take a relationship to the next level, or you're looking for someone, so you've got the Seeker card out here, so it appears like you're looking for the same thing as this person. I would say that that's what the Seeker card means in that position. So end of a chapter, start of a new chapter. Transitions in your lives. Now, if your person was like committed bachelor kind of thing, didn't want to settle down, but they could be changing their mind now. They could be thinking about whether they want to have a family or something like that, or just a change in life circumstances to make them want to commit more. It could be something like that. End of a chapter, start of a new chapter, the world. Could also be about travel. I mean, the Six of Swords and the world is both about travel as well. There's movement into balance out with that. Things moving into balance and transitions. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. We each need to make decisions for our own lives, right? It's not necessarily true that everyone should want the same thing and that everyone goes through the same stages. Some people don't. Like, some people don't want children, some people do, and some people want children at different times. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily that what you want at the time in your life that you are at the moment, especially if you're wanting things to change. It's not necessarily true that the other person should want that too. Both seeking something. Six of Pentacles, reciprocation is when you kind of both want the same thing and you're both investing as much as each other toward that thing. Tell us about this Six of Pentacles, please. The Queen of Emotions. It's your time to receive now, so don't do it all, that's for sure. So is this person offering enough for you, or you're waiting on them offering enough? Do you think that that's the next stage? It could very well be. I'm just getting the feeling that your person is just like not sure, and so they're keeping you at arm's length. Struggle is behind that. Right. Yeah, it has got this feeling like you're perhaps talking to them about taking it to the next level. They're not sure about it. There is, with this world card, transitions, but I was clearly getting from this Six of Swords that it's about you. Like, you're ready for the next step. They might not be, or they're not sure whether they are. And how long are you going to stay with someone that's not sure? Not sure sometimes is what people say when they don't want to admit the truth that it's a no. I remember, like, when way back at school, if a boy asked you out, you'd say, I'm not sure. That's what my friends told me to say, because it's softer than saying no. It's like, if it's a no, say you're not sure. It's like, apparently it's a more gentle letdown, you know? I don't know. So sometimes I don't know is, they put I don't in front of it, and they shouldn't have done. It was a no. Time, you're trying too hard, give it time. Now, with this Queen of Emotions and struggle and the Six of Pentacles, if you're giving more to this situation and trying to move it forward and it's a struggle, yes, you're trying too hard. Give it time. Give them time. I don't know, maybe give them space too. People can change their mind if you withdraw from them and like, okay, you're not wanting the same thing as I'm wanting, so I'll go and find it somewhere else. Have a nice life. You know, sometimes you got to do that. And if they are really on the cusp of deciding, if they really do want the same thing, they're just like being in this indecisive place, you pulling away and going and seeking it, then that will get them into action. If they were never going to get into action anyway, then they'll let you go and you can go off and find someone that does. That would be my recommendation, but we will find out in the deeper dive, because in the deeper dive it'll be more about you and the guidance for you. Practice gratitude and take a breather. Okay, yeah, step away from this one. You can't move it forward right now. Is this the one? It could be the one, but while they're in indecision, you need to say, okay, if you can't decide, I'll decide for you. See ya. I'm going in looking, I know what I want. I'm going to go and look for someone that knows what they want and wants the same thing as me. And not as a ploy. Like I said, like if they really are just delaying it, then that might work to pull this person in, but don't do it as a ploy to try and do that. Codependency and freedom. Interesting. Codependency and freedom. Just feel like you need to set this person free. Set yourself free. Perhaps that's why the Seeker came out, you know? It's like, go and search for what it is that you want, for someone that is on the same page as you. Because there will be people out there that want it. Cynicism and joy. You deserve joy. I don't know why the cynicism. We've got dream come true, push me, pull me, and feeling unwanted. Okay, so them not being sure, this is them at the moment, right? Push me, pull me. that, if you're honest with yourself, it's not a dream come true. It makes you feel unwanted, right? Like someone that really wants you, they just wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They'd be afraid of losing you. I'm sure your person is not afraid of losing you. Seems like you're trying harder and harder kind of thing, and then they're sure that you're just going to be there and put up with anything, really. So you do deserve joy, and if you're sure about this person, then if you pull away from them, then they will come towards you. If you're so sure about this person. But watch and listen carefully. Watch and listen carefully what they do. What do they want to say to you? I wish I could take it back. Oh, something that they said or did. I dive in and out of relationships. A little bit flaky energy here. Not really knowing what it is that they want. What else? I think the world of you. I think you're great though. You are great. Yeah, you've got like really good energy and like knowing what you want here. It's just you. Seems like you're stuck on this person and hoping that they come through. They might do. They might. Repetitive cycles around and around and around, and they might be aware, very aware that they're doing that. They're emotionally unavailable. There it is. I think you've seen signs of that. They're emotionally unavailable. Yeah, just be aware of that. Sometimes I don't know means no, really. I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? So you've obviously got a connection with this person, but is this your person? There is a little chance that there could be, but it feels like you really have to put your foot down and say, look, this is what I want. If you don't want that, I'm going to go and find it where it is. And then you'll find out truly if they are your person. But if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, or you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. I'm going to focus on your energy. Let's get some guidance for you in this situation. What do you need to know according to your guides? And how might this progress further? If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for up there. And there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's an instant watch kind of thing. Get your email address right. You'll receive an email with the link in and you can watch it straight away. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.